Taiwan is one of the most remarkable places in the entire world. Everyone knows that the people here are hardworking and practical and enjoy a stable and peaceful life. But if we look more deeply into the development history of Taiwan, we discover that this island is always in a state of ferment. What is the next development that's going to surprise us here in Taiwan? Let's take a look at one story related to Taiwan's economic development.
The scenically enchanting island of Taiwan, known to the world as Formosa, occupies an area of only 36,000 square kilometers. Close to the Netherlands or Switzerland in size, but with a population of 23 million. Surrounded by the sea and 3/4 mountainous, Taiwan has few natural resources and must import most of its raw materials. Taiwan's most important resource is its people. Over the course of the last 6 decades, the people of Taiwan have achieved a combination of high economic growth, price stability, and equal income distribution, creating what the world has come to know as the Taiwan Experience. For almost 60 years, Taiwan's economy has grown at an average rate of 7.4% per year. And for the last 2 decades, consumer prices have risen an average of only 2% annually. In 2009, Taiwan's two-way foreign trade was worth around $380 billion, with its exports the 17th largest worldwide. Gross national product was in the region of $400 billion, with per capita GNP about $17,000. Adorned with great scenic beauty and rich in cultural diversity, Taiwan presents a splendidly colorful array of faces to the world. The success of Taiwan's transformation can be credited mainly to its people's hard work and its government's far-sighted planning, with the timely adoption of correct and well-sequenced development strategies to match each stage of progress. In the wake of World War II, Taiwan suffered from severe inflation and unemployment. At that stage, the government's main focus was to rebuild infrastructure and restore industrial production. By 1952, production had been lifted back up to its pre-war level. In 1953, Taiwan launched its first 4-year economic development plan, adopting the strategy of promoting agriculture to foster industry and using industry to develop agriculture. On the one hand, the government carried out land reform policies, reducing farmland rents and transferring land to the tiller. On the other hand, the government actively developed labor-intensive import-substituting light industries and introduced reforms of exchange controls and foreign trade to promote the replacement of imports with domestically produced goods. Although the effects of the import substitution policy were gradually becoming apparent, Taiwan's limited domestic market was nearing saturation. The time had come for switching to the new strategic goal of competing in international markets. To encourage exports, the government implemented the Statute for the Encouragement of Investment, which made use of tax deductions and exemptions to encourage foreign investment in Taiwan. It also set up 3 export processing zones in Kaohsiung, Tanzi, and Nanzi, These policies serve the aims of expanding job opportunities and ensuring increasingly even distribution of income. To speed up the growth of Taiwan's economy, the government in the 1970s launched the 10 major construction projects involving the large-scale expansion of railway, airport, harbor, and electric power infrastructure, and the building of steelmaking, shipbuilding, and petrochemical plants for the development of heavy and chemical industries. When the world experienced energy crises at this time, the execution of these projects and a further 12 major projects that followed secured the twin benefits of expanding domestic demand and stabilizing the economy, enabling Taiwan to safely weather the impact of the two spikes in international oil prices. The government set about adjusting industrial policy and expanding R&D expenditure in an effort to upgrade Taiwan's industry from a labor-intensive to a technology-intensive footing. A key step in this direction was the establishment in 1980 of the Hsinchu Science-Based Industrial Park, the first of its kind in Taiwan. Also, the Cabinet's Development Fund and the Industrial Technology Research Institute played an active guiding role in setting up semiconductor companies such as TSMC, which formed a solid base for the subsequent development of Taiwan's high-tech industrial sector. Currently, Taiwan ranks first worldwide in IT production value, is the leading world market supplier of 21 products, and plays a crucial role in the global IT production chain. In the 1980s, the government vigorously pursued economic liberalization, internationalization, and institutionalization, aiming to bring Taiwan's domestic financial and economic laws into line with international norms and make Taiwan better able to compete internationally. And after many years of concerted effort by the government and private sector, Taiwan achieved membership of the World Trade Organization in January 2002, since which it has conducted its trade with other member countries in full compliance with the rules and principles of fair competition under the WTO regime. As Taiwan's economic development has brought increasing prosperity, the government has attached increasing importance to ensuring that the whole population enjoys a good share of that prosperity. In March 1995, a national health insurance program was launched, and in January 1999, an unemployment insurance program was inaugurated as two main steps toward putting in place a comprehensive system of social welfare and relief. In 2000, to build up momentum for the economy to take off again, the government unveiled its new strategic vision of pursuing knowledge-based, sustainable, and socially just economic development, with intensive investment in human capital, R&D and innovation, global logistics, and the living environment. In 2008, when President Ma Ying-jeou took office, he announced that his administration would pursue deregulation and reconstruction as its basic strategy for economic development, focusing efforts on boosting public investment, renovating industry, and strengthening global linkage, with the aim of building Taiwan into a global innovation center, an Asia-Pacific economic and trade hub, and an operations headquarters for Taiwanese businesses operating overseas. To enhance public infrastructure, the government will spend a projected 3.99 trillion NT dollars on the I-Taiwan 12 projects during the 8 years from 2009 to 2016. The 12 projects, including those to develop a fast and convenient island-wide transportation network, build an intelligent Taiwan, establish industrial innovation corridors, and plant new forests, are expected to greatly enhance the environment for industrial innovation and uplift the quality of life in Taiwan. On the industrial renovation front, while continuing to promote the development of the ICT industry, the government will also strive to diversify the driving forces of economic growth by actively promoting the development of 6 rising industries: travel and tourism, medical care, biotechnology, green energy, cultural and creative enterprises, and high-end agriculture, and 4 emerging intelligent industries: cloud computing, intelligent electric vehicles, intelligent green buildings, and patent commercialization, picked out to lead another leap forward for the nation's industry. At the same time, to speed up the development of the service sector, the government has also selected 10 service industries with rich development potential, including the MICE industry, WiMAX, international logistics, Chinese language e-commerce, and the internationalization of Taiwan's cuisine as focuses for assistance and promotion, with a view to endowing served in Taiwan with the same competitive cachet worldwide as made in Taiwan. On the global linkage side, Taiwan will continue to speed up and broaden its global positioning to keep abreast of the international trends of globalization and regional integration. The formal opening of direct cross-strait sea and air links on December 15, 2008, and the signing of the Cross-Strait Economic Cooperation Framework Agreement on June 29, 2010, mark key new milestones for Taiwan's progress along this path. Meanwhile, the government is carrying out a comprehensive drive to ease financial and economic regulation and is actively pursuing the negotiation and signing of free trade agreements with important countries in an all-out effort to make Taiwan into one of the world's best places for doing business. Another main theme of current government policy is to create an evenly affluent and just society. To meet the needs of an aging population, the government officially launched the National Pension System in October 2008, supplemented by the introduction of a new labor pension system in January 2009. These steps mark the formal advancement of Taiwan's social security setup toward a dual pension insurance system. Next on the government's agenda is the further planning of a long-term care insurance system to better safeguard the living quality of our senior citizens. Our efforts to build a sustainable and energy-saving environment took a major step forward with the formal commencement of high-speed rail service between the north and south of Taiwan in January 2007, ushering in a new era in which all parts of the country can be reached within an easy day's journey. And while we work to raise the quality of life in Taiwan, we stay mindful of fulfilling our duties as a member of the global village. Currently, we are doing our best to carry out a general program of energy saving and carbon reduction, with the targets of reducing national CO2 emissions to their 2005 level by 2020 and to their 2000 level by 2025. Although Taiwan's economy was severely affected by the global financial crisis that erupted in September 2008, the government reacted swiftly and emphatically by launching a 700 billion NT dollar package of stimulus measures. With a further boost from the marked improvement of cross-strait economic and trade relations, Taiwan's economy has already fully emerged from the shadow of the crisis and appears to be making a strong recovery. After shrinking by 1.91% in 2009, the economy is forecast to grow by more than 6% in 2010. Prospects for the future have been strongly boosted by the signing of ECFA and the reduction of estate, gift, and business taxes. With these and other significant improvements in its investment environment, Taiwan has become a new shining star in the global economic and trade firmament. To grasp new opportunities, the government is carrying out an investment promotion drive aimed at establishing Taiwan as a prime investment choice for businesses from around the world. At the same time, it is mapping out a national development vision and strategies to create a golden decade for Taiwan. For more than half a century, under challenging political and economic conditions, both at home and abroad, Taiwan has made steady progress toward prosperity and democracy. Despite all the hardships along the way, the gritty endeavors of the Taiwanese people have created the so-called Taiwan experience that has attracted attention around the world. During this time, a key factor in Taiwan's successful transformation from agricultural to industrial society, and the achievement of its present-day status as a high-technology stronghold, has been the government's careful selection and thorough implementation of the right industrial policies to match each stage of economic development. Now, the people of Taiwan are well prepared for and eager to embrace an even better future. Thank you for joining our brief presentation on Taiwan's unique attractions and its expectations for an even brighter tomorrow. We warmly welcome you to Taiwan and wish you a pleasant and rewarding stay here.